Deep within the Indian Ocean, a highly classified stronghold sat completely isolated. This was Lanka, an island fortress surrounded by dense, unbroken wilderness and deemed utterly impenetrable by rival forces. The fortress relied on geography for defense, hundreds of miles of open ocean that effectively isolated the landmass from any land-based assault. At the edge of the mainland, an allied coalition led by Prince Ram had hit a physical limit. Their advance was dead in the water, facing a total mission failure simply because they lacked the means to cross the tide. Breaching a perimeter like this required a specific kind of operative. Brute force would sink. The mission demanded an asset with aerial capability, immense stamina, and extreme stealth. Conventional warfare could not bridge this gap. To reach Lanka, the coalition needed an operative who defied the laws of physics. Hidden within the harsh rocky terrain of the mainland was a scout named Hanuman. To the naked eye, he was a humble, highly intelligent member of the forest tribes, lying entirely dormant. When he encountered the allied commander, Ram, his outward passivity vanished. The name acted as a mental anchor, surfacing specific tactical details and capabilities that had been suppressed for decades. His handler, a veteran named Jambavan, revealed the classified truth. Hanuman was a living weapon of mass destruction. His memory had been intentionally wiped by higher authorities. Years ago, as a child, his unchecked physical power allowed him to leap into the stratosphere. He mistook the sun for a piece of fruit, launching himself into a dark void to consume a massive celestial body and threatening the solar system's gravitational balance. To protect the cosmic order, the ruling deities issued a mandate. They hit him with a psychological block, a curse designed to erase the knowledge of his own strength. Jambavan's debriefing shattered that block. The universe's most dangerous, suppressed asset was now fully reactivated and ready for immediate deployment. Planting his feet into the mountain, Hanuman generated an explosive burst of kinetic energy. The force of his launch shattered the rock beneath him as he broke into the sky, initiating the ocean crossing. The ocean immediately deployed countermeasures. A submerged mountain named Mainak rose to intercept him, offering a place to rest. Hanuman recognized the psychological trap of complacency. He lightly tapped the peak to acknowledge the respect and kept his momentum forward. Then came a lethal biological threat. Sarasa, a massive serpentine entity commissioned to consume any aerial trespassers, blocked his flight path. This diagram illustrates Sarasa's defense mechanism. She relied on an unwinnable arms race. When Hanuman expanded his size to fight, the entity matched his growth exponentially, widening her jaws to swallow him whole. Instead of forcing a physical victory, Hanuman executed a tactical pivot. In a fraction of a second, he micro-scaled his mass down to the size of a mosquito, darted straight into her open mouth, and exited before she could snap her jaws shut. He fulfilled her condition of entering her mouth without ending his mission. Raw power alone would have failed. Hanuman's true weapon was his highly adaptable intellect. Just miles from the target zone, a submerged demon locked onto his shadow, dragging him downward. Hanuman covertly neutralized this unseen tracking threat with a single lethal strike, leaving no trace of the struggle. Under the cover of absolute darkness, he finally reached the golden fortress of Lanka. He observed the heavily fortified perimeter, calculating his point of entry. A colossal titan would trigger the city's alarms instantly. He shifted back from his full-scale form into a micro-stealth state, slipping quietly toward the gates. Total evasion proved impossible. He was intercepted by Lanka, the city's apex security asset. Rather than escalating into a massive brawl, Hanuman delivered a single, precisely calculated physical strike that instantly grounded her. As she fell, Lanka recognized the nature of her attacker. A classified ancient prophecy stated that the day a primate bypassed her guard, the destruction of the empire was guaranteed. The countdown had officially begun. Inside the walls, Hanuman began his intelligence gathering. He systematically navigated the architectural maze of the city, intentionally bypassing the opulent, gold-lined palaces where an isolated captive was unlikely to be held. He focused his search on the desolate, heavily guarded sectors. In the dark grove of Ashok Vichika, surrounded by enemy combatants, he finally located the high-value target, Sita. Approaching a hostage deep behind enemy lines required a delicate protocol. From the shadows, he recounted Ram's history to establish his identity before handing over a verified artifact, the commander's ring, to secure her trust. Seeing her despair, Hanuman faced a difficult tactical choice. With his reactivated strength, he possessed the physical capacity to forcibly extract the target right then and there. But Sita refused the extraction, and Hanuman understood the strategy. A covert escape would leave Ram's honor in question. They prioritized protocol over a quick win, ensuring the commander would arrive with an army to achieve a legitimate victory. Physical extraction was aborted, but slipping away quietly would leave the enemy territory entirely too comfortable. Hanuman decided a psychological operation was necessary. He dropped his stealth profile entirely. Moving through the pristine Ashok he caused catastrophic structural damage, violently splintering ancient tree trunks and leveling the enemy's prized sanctuary. This destruction served a precise dual purpose. It forced the enemy to reveal their rapid response military strength, and it successfully implanted a highly contagious sense of dread directly into the minds of their leadership. As he leapt back across the ocean, the intelligence he carried transformed the Allied strategy. Hanuman successfully mapped the stronghold, neutralized its apex defender, and paralyzed the enemy leadership. Absolute power is a recurring theme in ancient history, but deploying that power with perfect timing, flawless intellect, and disciplined restraint, that is the mark of a supreme warrior.